Hello, today is Thursday, January 5th, 2026. It's day 2 after my Xi'an travel. China, China. No one can travel to Xi'an like me in Korea, right? Nobody can travel to Xi'an like me, Korean Trump. Tomorrow I will only have to work in the morning, so in the afternoon I will be traveling to my hometown, Gwangju City, which is about 3 hours drive south from Seoul. In Gwangju, there is my family, my wife, two daughters, terrible two daughters, and I will meet my acquaintances, friends, and relatives. I decided to travel down to Gwangju every weekend instead of every 2 weekends so that I could relax more and meet many of my friends and my family, and also most importantly, to learn Chinese at the Chinese school in Gwangju. You can check out my video about the school if you're interested. You can send your children to learn Chinese at an affordable price and in a good environment. They teach you to practice Chinese at every opportunity instead of just relying and memorizing 背诵, memorize or rote by rote fashion. Instead, they just make you to practice Chinese by tapping into whatever you remember, right? Tapping into the Chinese reserve that you accrue along the way. So that's a good thing. That's my Facebook profile. Today, as with other days, let's learn English by reading an interesting article. This one is from Mark Sherrill G. Gettingen, and probably you already know about what we say impacts what we experience, right? Belief influences behavior, and behavior also influences our belief. Body and mind coordination, right? And codependence. Your words are making you sick, literally. The science of the nocebo effect that suppresses your immune system. Are you the type to constantly repeat, I feel bad, I'm exhausted, or I'm old? There's a biological programming that science is validating in 2026. Your cells don't have ears, but they have chemical receptors that pick up every signal sent by your brain. When you speak out of scarcity or disease, you are not just describing a reality, you are sending a direct order to your system to execute it. Your body is the most loyal soldier. It simply obeys your voice. The phenomenon is known as the nocebo effect. Just as positive thinking can heal, constant negative affirmations release an immediate cascade of cortisol and adrenaline. These stress hormones at sustained levels and inhibit the production of lymphocytes and T cells, leaving your immune shield deactivated and vulnerable in minutes. Negative language is, in practice, a self-administered poison that withers your vitality from within. The mistake of the majority, using language as a simple outlet mechanism without understanding its physiological impact, By normalizing phrases of defeat or weaknesses, you train your nervous system to operate in a state of constant survival, ignoring that your internal and external dialogue is the software that runs on your biological hardware is why so many treatments fail. You are trying to heal the body while language keeps bombarding the mind with signs of deterioration. Technical solution, neuroplasticity, demonstrates that we can rewire our biological response by changing the narrative. That's good expression, man. Yeah, this one. Neuroplasticity demonstrates that we can rewire our biological response by changing the narrative, right? By replacing limiting, neuroplasticity demonstrates that we can rewire our biological response by changing the narrative. I don't like your narrative, right? I don't like your attitude. I don't like the tone of what you are saying. Basically, they are the same expression. We can change the narrative by replacing limiting labels with process and possibility affirmations. We reduce tonsil activation and allow the parasympathetic nervous system to initiate cellular repair functions. Research from Harvard University has confirmed that using constructive language not only improves mood but optimizes heart rate variability and strengthens inflammatory response, demonstrating that words are biological engineering tools. Protocol to reprogram your biology. Identify the poison. Become aware of your sickness crutches. For example, I'm sleepy. This is going to kill me. Whenever you say them, you are reinforcing a stress neural pathway. Conscious substitution. Change I am sick to my body is working on healing. The first is a static identity. The second is an active biological process. The wake-up window, your first words of the day, program your morning chemistry. Avoid complaining as soon as you open your eyes, so you don't shoot an unnecessary cortisol spike, shooting an unnecessary cortisol spike. Listen to your environment. Surround yourself with narratives that add vitality. The nocebo effect is also contagious, and the words of others can affect your own internal chemistry. Source: Harvard Medical School, Journal of Psychosomatic Research. The neurobiology of the nocebo effect. How verbal suggestions and negative narratives impact immune function and endocrine response. Your words are making you sick. Literally, the science of the nocebo effect. Why saying I feel sick or I'm old releases a cascade of cortisol that depresses your immune system in minutes. Your body obeys your voice. That's good expression. It's a rather short, but we already know what the content is trying to say, right? So neuroplasticity demonstrates that whatever we say can impact our body. We got to be careful, right? It can change the narrative, reinforce what we have learned, or obeys our voice, narrative, obeys our voice, neuroplasticity. Well, that's it. Thanks for listening. Have a great one. Bye-bye.